so welcome back to another week of toy hunting. So right now I am outside of Target, and it is a Friday night toy hunt. I've been actually enjoying these Friday night toy hunts. I don't know, the stores are a little more chaotic, it's a little more fun. Lights are dimming, you never know what's going to happen. Anyways, so kind of on the lookout for a little bit of everything. Been finding a lot of stuff lately. Last week was a banger, so you guys will definitely want to check that out. But please be sure to comment, like, and subscribe. The comments and likes definitely help the videos get into the YouTube algorithm, which help me get more subscribers, which is the ultimate goal. So please be sure to do that. And let's head on into our first target and see what we can find. All right, so the first target of the week, and a bunch of Mr. T's, some random elites, the legends, looking for the chase, no luck. Bunch of the regular Lugers, but no chase. Still some Batistas left over in this store. And nothing really new from Masters of the Universe here. Just a Miggs Mayfield, who's going to be a peg warmer as they went hard into him. Here's the NECA section of the store. These aliens are kind of cool. I saw them before in prior weeks. But let's see if there's anything. It's a decent horror section here. Some decent stuff. A bunch of Friday the 13th. Some Predators. Batman Beyond Batarang. These are definitely cool. I think they look so nice, just not at that price point. And there's the Julie Newmar Catwoman. Random Chewbacca laying over here. It's kind of I think this is the clearance section of the store. Now here's the Lego section. I thought this was awesome from the Clone Wars. There's definitely some cool Lego stuff. Jabba's throne room. A lot of the vehicles. Definitely some cool Lego stuff. So the first target was a bust, so I think I need to refuel. I'm going to stop at the local Stewart shop and get myself a coffee. They have fantastic coffee, and it's kind of the equivalent of Wawa's, something like that. So let's hit on it. All right, so Walmart didn't have anything, but I did pick up Madden 23. I'm a sucker every year, but I buy it every year. Sometimes I'm disappointed, sometimes I enjoy it. So I was saying there are a million people around, so I got cut off. I buy Madden every year, whether I liked it, not liked it. I'm just too big of a football fan to pass up on it. Seems like every other year the game is good. 2 years ago I thought it was excellent. Last year it was terrible. So we'll see about this year's. But yeah, there was nothing in Walmart just now, so I didn't even bother filming because yeah, there was nothing interesting. But I went to the video game section, the NECA section, and they had this, so I grabbed it. All right, so here we are. This is a Walmart now, and the shelves look pretty stacked. A lot of these micro squadron ships. These ships are pretty cool. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I do think they look cool, but they don't really have a place in my collection. I do grab one this week. I do grab one. It was the one that I said I would, and that's it. There's Superman from Superpowers kind of randomly there. I don't know. A lot of people say these figures are garbage, which they might be, but I think they look awesome on card. Some Black Panther figures, Shuri. Let's see if we come across anything else. Oh, there's Darkseid. This is kind of interesting. Look at this. So he was packaged upside down. It's definitely a factory error because it wasn't something that somebody did. It's completely sealed. Kind of regretting not getting it now. Who knows? That could be a... oh, look at this. Look at this. Parallax. Definitely grabbing him. He was definitely one of the figures I was on the lookout for. But, yeah, I'm kind of regretting not grabbing that Darkseid because he could be, since it's a factory error, almost like a chase. Who knows? For $10, it would have been worth taking a shot at. And nothing really here for McFarlane other than the Parallax figure. Yep, nothing down there. Let's see what else we got here. There's Batman. They have some of these Clone War figures still hanging around. It's just Batman. There's a Wave 2 that's actually coming out. It has the Flash and the Batman Who Laughs. Which, I don't know why. I don't agree with putting the Batman Who Laughs in that line. Has no business being in that line because it's supposed to, if you're going to keep a classic superpowers, just keep it to the classic superpowers. Don't start adding characters that were never even remotely in it. Batman Who Laughs wasn't even created until like 7-8 years ago. And nothing here. And here is another Target, a couple Black Adam figures, which is kind of cool. Dr. Fate. The Hawkman, I already have the Hawkman. That Hawkman is sweet. Yeah, and let's see, anything good from Marvel Legends? They got the Sabretooth. Yeah, I was kind of disappointed in the Sabretooth. I think he needs to look bulkier. All right, guys, so it is Saturday morning, and I am at a flea market. This is a flea market that hits my area about once every 6 weeks or so, so I'm going to check it out. It's kind of hit or miss. Sometimes there's stuff, sometimes there's not, but it's very varied, and there's a ton of vendors. It's probably about 80 to 100 vendors, so it'll be worth checking out.
Oh, my uncle will be here soon.
Does he know a lot about it? Because I'll pick his paint if he does.
He really likes sculpture.
I call Mary. So Mary, she goes, oh no, we don't have that one. She goes, they're on eBay for about $4.
Have a good one.
Yeah, usually,
I'm here.
Morning.
Sealed original ninja stuff. Actually,
It is.
I'm gonna be right here. I'm not here.
He might come back. He's not sure yet.
Where? Oh, his.
Yep.
I had a couple of.
Oh no.
Should I put a sign on that? This is
Okay. Here we go.
For all of a sudden, Avery. Avery.
Just can't handle all the bulky, heavy stuff anymore.
No.
That's the smoky barbecue, the one right in your hand. Look at it. See what they already do. So now, right now, so like the first 2 hours are regular. So down to oh, the humanity at these flea markets. I don't know why I always forget. I probably block it out, but my goodness. It's like you come across the lowest common denominator of society at these places. I mean, whatever. I mean, these people are what they are. Basically, gypsies just going from flea market to flea market selling stuff, but it's really kind of unbelievable. And what's really discouraging about flea markets nowadays is that people don't charge the vendors. They don't charge flea market prices anymore. Everybody thinks they have a treasure on their hands and want basically market value for everything. They want eBay value. Like went to one vendor. He had the Ninja Turtle, which you guys saw, the Michelangelo. He's like, oh, I sold a bunch of these on eBay, so I'm selling it here for, I was like, well, then put it on eBay. Like, this is a flea market where you're kind of expecting to find cheap deals on stuff. If you want to put something on eBay, put it on eBay and sell it there. Like, don't bother with it here. That kind of defeats the purpose. The whole purpose of flea markets is to dig and find cheap stuff, etc. But anyways, a lot of smelly folks, a lot of unshowered people hear just unbelievably dumb conversations. But, it's what's to expect. I mean, yeah. Anyways, here's my rant for the day, and let's head to some big box stores. Let's go. All right, so now I stopped at an FYE, and this FYE was actually pretty stacked. Had a lot of stuff in it. I was kind of excited just to see all this until I saw the prices, and it explains why this FYE was so loaded. Pretty much everything was about double retail. That's a cool looking figure right there. Yeah, I mean, they definitely had a lot of stuff. I mean, no doubt about it. Man-Bat. I mean, look at these Black Series figures. You rarely see those in stores. You never see that. You never see that. You never see that. I mean, it definitely had some good stuff here. No doubt about it. It's the Palpatine. That's kind of cool from Ghostbusters. That's from the new Ghostbusters movie, Afterlife, which I actually enjoyed. I thought it was pretty good. Here's some vintage collection. You never see these in stores. So again, like, great selection, but you'll get to see the prices in a second. I actually show them. But I mean, at least it's there. You know, I'll give them credit for that. At least these are there. I mean, these are not figures that I've ever seen. At least most of these that I've ever really come across at Walmart or Target or something like that. So at least they're there. And look at these prices. $40. $40 for a Black Series figure. And that's why they're sitting there readily available here. All right, guys. So one of the things which I want to accomplish with this channel and do with this channel is I want to take you on my collecting journey. And part of collecting, as you all know, is selling stuff in order to fund the collection, you know, selling stuff that you no longer have interest in order to fund the collection, things like that. And right now, like, my, I guess, collecting tastes are kind of, you know, obviously geared more toys. And I still have a lot of video games. I mean, there's a ton of video games that I still have. I mean, look at all this. This is all video games. So obviously it's still a big part of my collection. But albeit it's not my, like, number one passion at this point. Doesn't mean it won't be at some point in the future. At one point, you know, toys were my number one passion. Kind of dwindled away from it. I went towards more video games. You know, at one point it was comics, and now it's kind of back to toys. And all these things have always commingled, but it's, you know, depending on where you are in life and just whatever mood you're currently in. Right now, toys is my number one passion, I would say. Obviously, I mean, look at this. And a lot of this I've had for a long time, but be that as it may, without any further rambling, right there is a pile of Game Boy Advance games which I'm going to sell to Forgotten Freshness in order to get some money. And Frank at Forgotten Freshness gives me very, very fair value. So instead of selling it on eBay and going through all the hassle of that, I basically, you know, high-end stuff like this, I sell to him and I get pretty close to value. Not 100%, but saves me the hassle. So I'm going to be selling all of this to him today. That's a sealed game. And I'm going to get cash. And I have 2 cons coming up. I have RetroCon coming up. I have a road trip with Grimsy 42 coming up, and I have New York Comic Con coming up. So I got some potentially expensive couple months. So in order to help fund it, I'm going to sell these games, and I'm going to get a pretty good amount for these. So that's just an example of the kind of stuff that goes on behind the scenes. And I do this all the time. I don't necessarily always share it on the channel, but, you know, I'm going to start doing that a little more. I've teased it a little bit, but, you know, I think it's kind of interesting. It just, you know, just so you guys see, like, you know, how the sausage is made, so to speak. So that's it. Right now I'm heading to Frank, and I'm going to sell him these games. I'm going to look around the store. He's giving me actually a little bit of credit as well as cash, so that's going to be cool. So I'll pick something else for myself as well, just for fun. And yeah, so we'll see what happens, but that's where I'm headed right now. All right, guys, so welcome to the pickups portion of this week's video. And this week was actually 90% mail haul. And this mail haul is insane. I am surrounded. I mean, obviously I'm surrounded, but like right now I'm barricaded in by the stuff that came in this week. Part of it is because a lot of it is the big DC figures. for McFarlane, so they're just taking up a lot of space. A lot of this is just bulky. That's why. So it's actually looks more than it actually is. Whew. But yeah, it's still a good haul, and like I said, it's mostly from the mail. As you guys saw, not a whole heck of a lot of new stuff in the stores. A few things, but not a lot. Last week or the week before, I can't even remember now, was the big week when everything kind of dropped. And now things are kind of settling in. There's still a few things which my area has not gotten, like the Azrael, which I'm on the lookout for. I'm sure it'll hit. Like once the McFarlane's hit, usually they're not hard to find. And let's see, that's kind of the big thing which I'm still on the lookout for. But anyways, let me jump into this week's haul. So first thing, this thing is awesome. This was a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. It is the Pre-Mutation 4-pack. This is pretty awesome. I got this from the NECA website. So this is pretty neat. So that was from the NECA website. Next, also Turtles related. This, I want to say I got from Amazon, and it was like a 4-pack of, it's the classic cohort. Came in this like cool box. But what it is it comes in the classic style packaging, which is awesome. And the figures are the classic figures. So first one is Wingnut and Screwloose, which is pretty cool. Leatherface, or Leatherhead, excuse me. Leatherface. That's pretty awesome. A Foot Soldier. And last but not least, and this is actually the most disappointing of all of these, and I'll explain why in a second, is Mutagen Man. Now, Mutagen Man is a cool character. He's very cool looking, I think. I actually got a complete version of him in North Carolina, and this reproduction is missing a bunch of stuff. First of all, the original had actually water in his little tank, which my original one still does. This does not. And this doesn't come with any of his accessories. Nothing. Like, he had a gun in the original one, which doesn't come with. So yeah, I'm not sure why it doesn't come with the accessories. But, I mean, it's still cool to get in this original style packaging. So, that's not, bad, but what are you going to do? All right, next is the, the McFarlane. And this figure is the one that I've been most excited for and waiting on. This arrived from BBTS. I'm so excited to finally get this figure, because I'm going to pop him open and set him up with Batman. And it is the Bane. We finally have a classic Bane. And this is a great, great looking figure. Yeah, I'm going to pop him open, and I'm going to put Batman over his knee. I have the Batman Year 2 figure, which is the classic blue and gray figure. And when you put the cloth cape on him, you can have the cape kind of draped back. It's pretty cool. Next, another big figure is Necron. From Blackest Night. It's pretty awesome. Next, also one of the big figures, and I'm not familiar with this character, honestly, but he looks sick. It looks awesome. Sabek. So that's pretty awesome. This I did find in the stores, which I was happy about, and it is Parallax with the gold label. Pretty nice. These next two I got in the mail. Deathstroke. It's pretty cool. I'm gonna pop open this Deathstroke. I have the original DC McFarlane Deathstroke, which I'm gonna keep in the box. But this one I'm gonna open up and put it with my DC display. And Talon from Court of Owls. This is pretty cool. If you guys have never read the Court of Owls storyline, I highly suggest it. It is really, really good. Alright, next, this I bought these from my buddy Zach Jack Dan when I was in North Carolina, and they didn't fit in my original box that I had sent back, so Man Cave was going to send it back to me, and Man Cave being Man Cave, it took him a little while, but he finally sent it to me, and it is the Marvel Legends Fantastic Four. And the reason why I got these is I wanted this for the Galactus that's coming out, because these are awesome Fantastic Four figures, which I think will go well with the Galactus, the HasLab one. So Mr. Fantastic, the Invisible Woman, Human Torch. It's a great Human Torch figure. I like that you could replace his hands with torch hands. And the Thing. This is a great Thing figure. It is hefty. So that's pretty awesome. This came, I believe, from Entertainment Earth, and it is Kang. So that's pretty sweet. Oh, this is interesting. The Build-A-Figure for that's in this set is Joe Fixit. That's kind of cool. And this is awesome. So this goes in scale with the 3 8.75 Marvel Legends figures. That's what it's supposed to scale with. And it is the Sentinel. But this is huge. I mean, relatively. This comes on a card back that's even bigger than the card backs for the 6-inch Marvel Legends figures that come in these kind of card backs. So this is pretty neat. Yeah, it looks great. Not sure where I'm going to display it, but it definitely looks great. Next, my wife actually found these for me in Walmart. She was out of town for work, and she stopped at a Walmart, and she actually found these for me. First is the Brock Lesnar from Ruthless Aggression. I have this one pre-ordered, and I have the other two pre-ordered too, and I've passed on them in the store because of the pre-orders. But Brock I wanted 2 of, because I want this belt. So I want to pop open one. And she also found, she knew I was a fan of Garbage Pail Kids back when I was a kid, and she found 2 boxes of, looks like, newer versions of Garbage Pail Kids. So this is kind of neat. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. I don't know if you guys remember Garbage Pail Kids. Let me know. They were pretty hot in the, I'd say, like mid-80s. It was like, they were collector cards for kids, and I loved them back in the day. I still have a box full of them somewhere. Let's see. Next, this came. I've seen this in the stores, but I passed on because I knew he was coming in the mail. Is Skeletor, 40th anniversary. Let's see. Next is, I'm gonna butcher his name. I've seen the regular version of him in the stores, but this is awesome that this is like the deluxe one. Nalan Cheel. He was in the Cantina. This I found in the stores. This is the only ship that I wanted from this line, from the Micro Galaxy Squadron, and it is Boba Fett's Starship, which I don't want to refer to it as that. It's Slave One. So I got this, so I'm done. Although it is coming out with the Razor Crest, so we'll see. But I'm happy with this. I don't want the rest of the basic lines. And last but not least, I showed you guys the stack of games which I traded in to Forgotten Freshness. I got a little bit of credit, but mostly cash, and the cash is set aside now for the cons. But the one game that I got was Shantae and the Seven Sirens on the Switch. The Shantae games are very desirable and expensive. Like this was $75 in credit, and they're basically fun platformers. If you guys remember the Aladdin games on the Super Nintendo and Genesis, they're similar to those. They're just a lot of fun. They're platformers. There's a bunch of these games, and they all go up in price. So this is cool. That I'm glad I got that. So that is it, guys. That's the pickups of the week. Let me know what you guys think. Please be sure to comment, like, and subscribe. It helps the channel grow. Obviously, the subscriptions do, but the comments and likes are important. Let me know what you guys have been finding. Have you guys found the Azrael yet? I'm still looking. I'm checking Walmart online every day. Still says not in stock, so... Usually my area gets everything about 2 weeks later than everybody else, it seems like. So, who knows? But it'll get here. I'm not too worried about it. But let me know what you guys have been finding. And until next time, take care.